Good evening, human creatures. How's everything going today? Or I should say tonight. Feeling a bit better. I did finally get around and start working on some of the emotes, so I am making do on that promise. I've had to get rid of some of the old ones, so when everybody shuffles in, I'll let see who wants what or go back to what they were. And see how everything's doing on that front. God, I love this song. This is also from Crystal Caves. I've gotten really hooked onto this game. I've actually started playing some of the custom fan levels, even though they're like insanely hard, but I really am enjoying them, and the music is just getting addicting. Be Norma? I have no idea. But this is the overworld theme to Crystal Caves, and I love how Eckhart handled the music to this. God bless him. But we're not here for that, are we now? Fortunately not. That is from Blood Camp, if anybody's curious. So, if you're wondering, that's where it's from. I love that series. Good series. Oh, hey, Nat. Nat, I got some new emotes for you. Let me send them your way to see if you like them. I know you don't subscribe, and I ain't gonna force you to, but here they are. Oh, you got them. Oh, thank you, Nat. You guys were talking about white and black mage, and I was trying to implement them. Run, bitch, run. I thought about making him that, believe it or not. I really did. That was really close to being the fucking case. How are you doing, by the way? How are you and Hunter? Steel, Aaron, Shins, oh, Fairy. So ring, chainmail, or light, heavy. Let's get some armor. Hmm. I would have some baddie emotes. That'd be fucking awesome. Because I actually thought about adding some from Dragon Warrior. I really do like the Drakis in that. What kind of magic are we dealing with here? Alright, your typical affair. Zeldia, thank you for adding an attack spell for the white mage. You fucking thank you. Is it up here? Nope, nope. Let me double check. Add tink. No, no, Nat. No. Like, see, that's the shit that gets you banned, Nat. You must have woke up this morning and thought, God, I don't want to be a part of this stream. I hate myself. I'm joking. No, I'm not doing tinkle. No, Nat, no. Your typical fire affair. Let's see what weapons are kicking around again. Ooh, you got your typicals. Mace, wounding. Don't know if my mage can technically equip that. Battle. So we don't have silver swords. Like, the silver sword in OGFF is so fucking hard. Like, for 4,000 gold, it's worth it because you carry that damn sword damn near to the middle of the game. I think I. What other emote should I add? If it's a bat, you could add blood, as in like getting a drink or something with a little blood drop on the cup. It could be kind of like Noise Crusher with sound waves. It's really up to you. Get out and grind. Then you're wandering around town like a fool. Who else can equip that? I have a feeling just him, so I'm not going to waste my time. Alright, vámonos. Let me scoot my table up closer. But it could be that. Could be a full moon. It could be clouds. It's really up to you. You can go anywhere with it. You don't even have to make it creepy. You can make it any. Fuck. Miss. Miss my fucking mage, please. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Dumbass me didn't really pay attention. I'm about to pay for it. Oh, thank you. I was also looking into Link to the Past through like a walkthrough somewhat. Oh fuck yeah, that's a good game to start out with. Not too hard, not too easy, just that right difficulty. Really to cut your teeth on. I do prefer it as like a probably a good one to start. Can't go wrong with it. I don't want a September, man. Stop forcing me. I know what it means. I don't want it. Please leave me the fuck alone. Let me go back in before I get, because I'm about to start another battle. And I'm going to go into the castle to see if there's any chests there that are open. 100 gold. Yeah, that's on par. It is. It's a little bit easier than OG Zelda. It's a little bit more forgiving and a little bit more open-ended. So I do recommend, if you're going to cut your teeth, either cut it on OG Zelda. Really, Ocarina of Time's another good start off because it has a good, decent... Where am I going? I know better. I definitely know better. It's a good, decent starter, but Link to the Past really kind of lets you get into what Zelda has to offer. It does... Leave me the fuck alone. Oh my god, that is driving me nuts. I don't want September. You guys don't know, I'm getting a giant message keeps popping up in my chat that takes up half the chat asking me about September. Motherfucking time. I do recommend it. It's another good one because Zelda has a lot of standard tricks, like the 3-block method. That's classic right there. You're not beating that. I'm just gonna kind of focus on my attacks here. Creeps, or I'm not sure, Gigas Worms and a threat, but the ogre behind him's even worse. Let's see what we can do with what we got. But Ocarina of Time's a good one that can let you know how Zelda's puzzle works. Uh, Link to the Past lets you kind of know the setup and the items. You know, it gives you down, it gives you right to the skinny of it. If you want a harder one, believe it or not, go to the Game Boy Zeldas. They're a bit more difficult. OG Zelda has a awkward learning curve, but it'll take care of you in the cold nights. The Game Boy ones are a little bit more unforgiving, so I'd recommend you really get into the ham of it with the others, or the meat and bones. Then you got your game on your hands, because a lot of people start off at like some of the harder Zeldas and they can't figure out why it's easy when they're watching Ocarina of Time playthroughs, and it's not the same kind of digs. I'm gonna get new weapons. Ah, finally. How much do you give here? It should be close to 200. No, it's a little more. Thank you. Thank you, Zeldia. This is why I always carry a white mage, no matter what. That, because usually it's around 197. But that's a lot of the problems I see with people who do play any kind of Zelda game. They'll watch Ocarina of Time playthrough, and then they think they know Zelda. And it gets a lot more complicated in the Game Boy games. The hardest one for console, if you want my honest opinion, if you're going for like more of a branded one, I'd go with either Wind Waker or Twilight Princess because they do have a little bit more difficulty spurs, especially Twilight Princess. Wind Waker's no slouch, but you know it's not anywhere near what Twilight Princess can be when it comes to sword play. Now, if you're looking for like the more mellowing out of Zelda, go with the 3D Game Boy games like oh, this is gonna hurt. All right, I got 2 fires. I can cull the herd here. Uh, Din, Nehru, and Fiora or Fiori. I can never pronounce that F word. Fior, Fior. Is it Fior E? I don't know. Maybe it's my accent kicking up a storm again. When I don't got fire all day, let's go, kids. But I do recommend them. Skyward Sword is where it's starting to get a little too handholdy, and people don't hate Fi. I don't hate Fi. I never really had a problem with her, but you're just gonna get that kind of stuff. Uh, Twilight, or not Twilight, but Breath of the Wilds to me was just too empty. Even the DLC when I played it was just eh. It's there, and that's all I could really fucking say about it. It felt like they went for size and not, or quantity and not quality. I'm not played Tears of the Kingdom. That looks fucking skippity as all fuck to me. Watching people do stupid shit on that's kind of turned me off of that game. Will I play it eventually? Probably, just to beat it, so I can ultimately be the judge. I don't like judging games I haven't played, even though sometimes you really can. You got 3 Triforces, the Power Courage, and which one are you? I'll take Wisdom. And hopefully, there we go. Let's start focusing him down. Actually, Nat, which one would you be? The courage to stand up, the wisdom to know better, or the power to take? All right, here we go. Dude, yesterday I was playing Alliance Alive. I love it so much. No, seriously, I can't believe I played that game on less than 1 hour. That game is fucking awesome. Like, I'm not a big fan of anime games. Like, wisdom or power, we got the power. That is a good lyric. What's the name of that song, Nat, from KMFDM? Excuse me, everybody. I gotta blow my nose. Sorry, I don't want to do that on stream. I'm muting the mic. I can somewhat breathe again, kids. Power, that's it. I always think it's something called We Got, but I'm not the best when it comes to memory. That is a good game. Like, that game gets a lot of shit, but in my opinion, it's pretty fucking good. Fuck. Alright. I got one more battle left in me. I'm playing it close to chest, so let's hope it's some imps or some wolves. Yeah, fuck you too, Final Fantasy. I'm gonna have to run from this, or I'm gonna be paying out my ass in a death. I'd rather whimper away than fucking pick up a corpse. Let me be your piggy bank? No, Nat. That's one reason why I don't like pushing September and shit on my stream. It feels like I'm taking people's hard-earned fucking cash. Only reason why I'd like people to sub to me is so I can put more emotes on to enjoy. And the sad thing is, I don't even get to really use them, so it's you guys. I love how there's been a new Legend of Zelda. Because that's the problem. It's like, I don't mind the new Legend of Zelda fans, but in their eyes, Zelda can do no wrong. And I don't like that in any fandom. Anytime you think that a game can't do any wrong, or a movie, or anything, then you constantly make excuses why it fucking sucks and it's failing. When I met Breath of the Wild's fans coming off of what I did, it was almost like the OK Boomer thing, but even they didn't want to admit that game's shortcomings, how holding the weapons and items are practically fucking useless, about how there's so many locations and there's not even good fucking lore. If you're gonna Skyrim up your fucking game, then I better see some Skyrim-esque fucking lore dropped. I don't need a shiny new little ball every time I go into a dungeon. Sometimes I'm just content with knowing some of the back history, and boy, did I fuck up not paying attention when I was fighting. You got Fire Mage? Fuck. No, we're fighting. Uh, the worlds are empty. I'd rather go into a quest in Legend of Fuck You. Legend of Fuck You. God damn it. I was not paying attention. Let's split. And we're going north. No, we're not. We're going in the houses. Leave. I should have got a thief. But they didn't want to admit that. I'd sometimes going into a dungeon in one of the Elder Scroll games. One of the reasons why I like it is you get lore too. My favorite, for anybody who wants to know, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and then later on it's probably Elder Scrolls Arena, though that's somewhat iffy. I love Skyrim. Don't think I'm not saying I don't like it. I love the atmosphere, everything, but I do miss the more RPG elements of that game. That went by the wayside, but sacrifices got to be made, I suppose. Breath of the Wild's, Nat, and Tears of the Kingdom didn't even fucking do that right. They didn't. You didn't get really that much lore. Most of the fan base want to fuck Zelda, and that's about it. Apparently, they never seen a short-haired blonde elf girl. So you can tell someone's not using their parents' browser to look up Rule 34 or whatever the fuck it is they're fucking cranking their yank to. But my God, man, if you're gonna fucking demand, if you're gonna demand food, then demand steak. Don't demand bologna and be content with fucking chopped liver. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with discovering Zelda for the games in it, but I hope they play it. Well, that's the thing, Nat. They're gonna play those other games, and they're gonna be like what I've seen them do. It's not gonna be the Breath of the Wilds they're used to. Some of them might see their brother play Ocarina of Time because his brother was like, I'm gonna generously say 9 or 10 when OG or OT came out. but it's not going to be the same thing. So you're going to hear them mildly complain or quit, which I've seen people do. I tried hanging with the fucking Breath of the Wild fan base for a while, and I can't do it. They're going to have to discover that Zelda can do wrong, that there is bad concepts in games, that you can pull the Zelda cock out of your mouth. And that can happen. It's okay. You just self uninsert and you're fine. And the shit that they put in Twilight Princess with making that stuff, I like the idea of it, but God, I saw where it just went stupid. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. Ah, brother called. He's on lunch. Where were we here? Where is it? If I had a daughter, I'd name her Mira from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. My life as a Dark Lord. Don't do that, Nat. Please, please don't do that. Think it through. That kid will get bullied. And I just left. I had a kid name at their video game. And that I've seen it. I worked with girls in hospitals named Ares and Tifa. And I know, fun fact, Tifa is also the name of, what is that card-based dungeon crawler? Let me go see if I can, because I want to make sure before I blow that much cash. I don't want to risk it because I don't think she can equip mallets. Uh, Fuck it me. Worked with Tifa. She's also the name of a card game, and I can't think of the name. It's for the SNES. A really good one too. It starts with an A class or something. It's stuff like that always gets me laughing. Get you a helmet. I don't think anybody else can equip chain except for you because I can't see the monk wearing anything remotely heavy. But that fairy ring is probably going to come into play. What are we going to blow on this? Firefly. Like I always be some grinding. Uh, I worked with them. I worked with girls named Yuna, even though they're not any kind of Japanese. Simply, and they've even told me from Final Fantasy X. It's kind of interesting. People name their kids after games and stuff. I don't look down upon it. Like at least it's more interesting naming your fucking kid Bob. I'll take that shit over the other shit any day. At least your name's remotely fucking interesting. It's got a good backstory. But I do like Crystal Chronicles. My life as a Dark Lord was kind of hard. I don't think I can get it anymore since the Wii store got fucking shut down. I might find a ROM hack, or not a ROM hack, but a ROM of it, but that's about it. But I do like Crystal Chronicles. I love the music and the feel of the first two. My brother, when he bought that for the PS4, like a few years back, I was playing it with him. Oh, him and his daughters. I just wish he would have bought it on Steam or something or anything. I don't think it's on Steam. I think it's just on console, which I don't fucking like. Second those consoles get too old, anything like that just gets abandoned. Please start putting this shit online, Sony. But back to the Breath of the Wild stuff, Nat. I really wanted to like that game. I love shell-shaded graphics. I have since Wild Arms. I'm a real big fan of that. And I do like Legend of Zelda's setting of that kind of lush European feel, though I do like it when it dips its toe out of it. I'm all about that. It's not the perfect thing, and that'll go up to 10. And that's kind of the part that kind of makes me really sad about it, Nat. It's just, it's so much potential. Like, it is truly up to ROM hackers, modders, wadders, whatever the fuck you want to call them, to really start kneading the dough on that game, to really turn it into something beautiful. I like the difficulty of the hero, I really do. But just everything I found about that game felt kind of, in the end, or when you needed it, meaningless. No, you're not naming fucking Sora. We're not doing that. I won't let you. You're banned. Hey guys, my name's Sora because my butt's sore. Yeah. Fucking Goofy in the background with some Astroglide. Ah, God, I hate Kingdom Hearts. My brother's wife fucking loves that game. Me and her used to clash on that all the time. I will give you one thing about Kingdom Hearts. They have some really good fucking music to it. Like, I'll listen to some of that, but the game-wise, I can't hang, man. Not my cup of tea. Uh, I bet my future child will have a lot of friends, right? Yeah, now he'll have a lot of friends, Nat. He'll make them when he's sitting in the infirmary because all the kids beat his ass. He'll have to make friends. What's my health looking like? Do a bit of a touch up here, definitely with you. The other one being wild. I need a little bit more, and I'm getting fucking fired too. Shit. Wargs. Thank you for putting Warg and not just Gerwolf. Alright. But with Tears of the Kingdom, I don't like what I'm seeing, but I don't like making snap judgments on games unless I played them, man. I'm kind of nuts on that. So I'll finally give you what my... It cannot, Nat. If you don't know that, that's from John Dies at the End, one of my favorite kind of little weird movies from the 2010s. I kind of miss that humor to a certain degree when it wasn't being fucking random and retarded. I don't like random humor any more than I do meta humor. So tonight I'm having fried tofu. It's so damn... Oh no, fucking tofu's awesome. A lot of the older people I work with, Nat, and some of the younger hate tofu, and I'll never understand it. Like, it's fucking beyond me. It's one of my favorite dishes to make. Oh, Fire doesn't have one. It used to have one. My brother had the same. If you want to know fire or burn them and freeze them, that was back when my brother was running Link to the Past randomizers. And it was the ice rod and fire rod sound. Start cleaning this. Ah, there you go. I need to put that Freddy one on there. This is your god. Then you need to get a new phone, because it's working good on my end. I'm hearing him. Here, let me try one for you. Here's your favorite, Nat. How's it going? What else do we got here? Here's another one that's my brother's from randomizers. What else do we got here? Something is wrong. Thank you, Preacher Man Bob. That's from Butt Crack, by the way, and I do recommend watching that. Last time when I said it wasn't my phone, but it was your computer. Oh, I'm hearing him fine now. I'm checking everything. Because I now double check. Son of a bitch.
Is good.
Nat, I see what it is. God damn it. I have a hotkey tied up to my desktop audio that I accidentally hit. So no, it's not your phone, it's me. I'm a dumbass. Sorry, Nat, that's me. The whole time it's been playing, I accidentally hit my mute key, or my, what I call the master mute, or MM. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm a fucking idiot. I openly admit it. Now you guys get sound. I wish you would have said something. Anytime that pops up, let me know, Nat, because I don't listen to my own audio. You have to kind of inform me. Like, that's why I like my brother sticking around, so he could at least tell me for a while. You forgot? You're a shitty mod, Nat. No, I'm joking. It's alright. Shit happens. No big deal. You're fine. Oh, I got infinity. I just get 2 loops. What's a good one? Thank you, Derpy. No, I have no way of telling, and I accidentally hit my master mute key. So I'm sorry about that, everybody. If you guys don't know what that's for, is on this PC for a while there, I used to get like weird side pop-up ads that would just play, so I hit a key that would mute everything. But when you guys wouldn't have to hear a fucking Yahoo commercial in the middle of the fucking stream. I want to add Beavis and Butthead sounds too. Oh, what kind? Now you're gonna get the Great Cornholio? Because I thought about going there. Alright. We got enough for fire too. Could have a little over enough. Firefight. $80-40. I can get away with 1 battle. Wait, can I? How much magic you... No, you don't have shit. I'm gonna go up north and do it so I can start getting some armor. Better look at some of that. I wonder if... Fuck me, I forgot if that armor was any good. One thing is, watching my brother play this game enough, I know his little tricks on how to travel. Not the best, but not the worst either. And next, I'm probably going to go with Era for her, so I have an attack spell. Your layout is getting boring. Time to change it. Just kidding. How is it boring? I already thought about changing in that. Like, if you don't know, this is a throwback to Dungeons and Dragons Radiant, or Pools of Radiance. That's where the red one came from. This one's actually supposed to be vines and little wooden pegs that they're tied to. The lady I asked to do them kind of messed up on it, but I liked the outcome, so I kept them. I have 2 colors of them, retro and... oh, no, I know you're joking. You're fine. Because I've already thought about doing it myself. Like, that's already a thing that's kind of... I made up my mind on. Can I get out of here without dying? Can I get out of here living? Just might be able to get in here by the skin of my ass. But I have thought about changing it up again. I do like it being flat and not off to the side. I really don't like that look. But I'm willing to give it a try. I kind of keep it like I do with some of my YouTube ones where I made it to where they're off to the side. Personally, I like it like this better because it's more of a homage to Doom. If anybody's wondering why my stuff's on the bottom. Because I got so used to playing Doom like that kind of how I like the setup is everything on the bottom. On that, you never asked, or you never answered. What do you think of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wilds? Have you played them yet? I'll just have to really wait and see. Like, it's kind of got me antsy, especially with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, when that dropped and everybody showed him jumping off that island into the sky and people were losing their mind, in all honesty, that was the most unimpressive thing I've ever fucking seen. Not trying to be an edgelord. I was just looking at thinking, God, you're shitting your pants over that? Give me a fucking... Wait till you play Borderlands and you jump from really high. Like, that really did nothing to me. I know you can miss or get killed, but... me, it was just boring. I'm gonna get out of here. I waste time fighting Swahagan when I can go out and fight ogres. No, edgy. It fucking just, it looks so bad. I'm sorry, but I'm not at the same time. It feels like they could have done something better, but they appealed to the worst of their fans. Yeah, you do get better. I'm glad I remember, and you get steel. So I probably shouldn't have bought the iron, but can't afford that, so I'll be coming back here. Because I think the rings act as kind of like a, more or less an accessory than an armor piece. Kind of like ribbon. No Twinkie Linky, Nat. I'm sorry. That's what I like about the Winter Lion. He's manned up fucking Link. He's old man Link. He's serious Link. He's like, get off my fucking lawn, Link. I'll shoot you with my sword. That's the Link I want. Like, I like the idea what, I can't think of the author's name, but I like the idea what he's doing with old Link. I really did. But at the same time, the only way you're going to fit the kind of story he wanted in that game is to really expand on the ROM. You're going to need much, much more room. Boring? No, I want Twinkie Linky. No, Nat, you need Grizzled Bear Link. You need Daddy Link. You don't need Link. You need Lunk. You need the kind of daddy, you need Daddy Link, that way when you're like getting fucking plowed by him, Nat, he can reach up and feel the oily hairs on his chest. With scars on his chest too. You can run your fingers along. You don't need Twinkie Linky. You need Buff Daddy Link. I always like it when people make Link a different age. Like, I think chronologically, I think it's Twilight Princess being the oldest, with, of course, Child Link being the youngest, but they never really show anything like more advanced Link, like hardened Link. Cynical is the word I'm looking for. I wouldn't say really cynical because he doesn't have a voice, but more doubtful, where he's not just accepting things. But it's going to be hard to really play that into things. Yes. Green Recluse. Well played. Well played, Seldia. Thank you. Thank you for making them an actual species of spiders. I've only seen 2 other ROM hacks do that. One was Etterkop, or one was Ettenkop, and the other one was, what the fuck was it? It was the one that replaced the spider. It wasn't Widow. Oh shit, what was it? Redback, which is, those who don't know, an Australian spider. And I gotta go get cleanse. Because right now I'm about to lose a lot of health walking down to get a potion. Because I don't think people want to see him older and prefer him as a young man. Well, that's the thing, Nat. They never tried him as older. How strong is this fucking spider? Or how many times am I gonna miss? Holy shit. These fucking things play for keeps. But I'd be just something like where he's more world-weary, where he doesn't trust the royal house anymore, where he doubts anything he does has any kind of significant meaning. That's the kind of Link I want to see. One that actually kind of is jaded to a certain degree. That would have been awesome to see. That's what I like about the Winter Lion that kind of attracted me to it, is where he's not fully accepting, but not hesitant. You really can't tell because of the dialogue and you can't talk, but I do like it. In Majora's Mask, time he's probably 13, 14, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wilds. If I remember right, in Ocarina of Time he's 7, in Majora's Mask he's technically like 9 or 10. He's a little bit older. In Ocarina of Time adult, he's definitely 14. Twilight Princess, I think, is the oldest one, where he's like 23 or 25. You'd have to look it up. Breath of the Wild, I think he's back to being 17 or 19. I don't remember the rest because I know they're different in age. How much is the antidotes? House Codge, Gold Needle. We'll buy a few of you guys. And alright, it's gonna say just like that. I was taken down to nothing. 400. I better go out and grind. I need to get some more equipment. But canonically, it's all over the place. Like, that's why I don't like the Zelda timeline. There we go. Six. There we go. That's what I want to see. Hell yeah, 114. Just, I wish they wouldn't have released that timeline. They should have just let Zelda be its own thing each game and not try to connect them through fucking timelines. Because if you, like I pointed out, my brother kind of pointed it out to me, they stopped making Zelda games and started just making prequel games after prequel games. Like, I remember when it was definitively that Ocarina of the Time was the beginning of it, and I didn't really pay attention to the other games. And then they went and made Skyward Sword, which is before Ocarina. And then they don't know what the fuck they're doing with the Age of Calamity, the fucking, what is it called? Breath of the Wild, or it's before that. Like, they just keep going back and back. Like, goddamn, dude, do something forward. Do something that's advancing the fucking timeline forward and not going back because you want to make an excuse to put new shit in there. You don't. If you left the no timeline out of it, you could have put fucking cocks and dildos in there, and you would have not needed a fucking magical excuse of why they're there. And it drives me nuts when these fucking Legend of Zelda theory videos pop into my feed who do a deep dive into nonsense. Shame on you. You're basically grasping at straws. Manhandle some wolves here. I already know fucking Majora's Mask is a dark themed Zelda game. Fucking whippity-doo. I've known it since I played the thing back in 2000. Stop trying to connect it. Stop doing it because you're fucking the task you're doing is called Sisyphean. You're basically pushing a boulder up the hill just for it to have it to roll right the fuck back on top. And I know I got that word wrong. Alright. Worst one? Oh, because I've done a lot of... I need to stream them for challenge runs, but on my off time before... I shouldn't say off. Before I started streaming, I did do a lot of one party or one member challenge, I call them. I shouldn't say one party member, but just one type. From my experience, White Mage. In OG Final Fantasy, definitely the White Mage is your biggest fucking problem. Because you don't have strength, you don't have attack magic, you don't have good defense. You're just kind of middle to the road. With Black Mages, you take a lot of abuse at the beginning, and once you start getting right to where I'm at with Fire 2, you start just ruling the roofs. Problem is, you're doing a lot of running. If you want a fast, clean Final Fantasy, believe it or not, in my opinion, go with either Red Mages or Monks. Monks, you got the power. You're going to have the HP stacked on your side. The beginning of the game's going to get rough, but once you get to where they can start doing a little bit of double digits with their fist, you're going to start just killing fucking things. Why did they fall? They didn't fall. I beat the game with them. Red Mages, you kind of got it all, but by the time they become Red Wizards, they practically sort of stop growing. But they kind of bail your ass out, because I would dedicate 2 of them to healing, 2 of them to black, as best I could. You're not finishing up their spell list, but you're going to take a good chunk out of it. Oh, no, the emote? That's my bonk emote, Nat. I was going to put Link facing down, but everybody wanted a White Mage, and I liked that one. No, Smokey the fucking Bear. Get Bear out of here. I hope he gets set on fire, falls into a tent, and the nylon melts to his skin. 1,000, it's not bad. I can go get a thing, but I'm gonna grind a little bit more. I'm gonna get cleansed. That'll save me a lot of money in the future. Oh, Nat, I had that motherfucker shoved in my face, and I didn't. Nat, I lived in Kansas. They didn't even have fucking forests there where I lived. You catch the grass on fire? I'll worry about that when the local meth hut burns down. And they used to shove him in my fucking face. Up here, I understand it now that I'm living up north, but down south, where I lived, there ain't no fucking nothing to burn. No trees. Everybody cuts them down. Then they can't figure out why the fucking Dust Bowl happened again. I would guess he was around in California for a lot for me. No, he wasn't. Like in Kansas, you see a lot of him, but there is no fucking forest. There are near rivers and shit, and people do plant them. Now, I was reading about the Dust Bowl and about how it happened when we just basically decimated the fucking vegetation of the fucking place. And then I turn around and watch everybody start just cutting down trees. Like, what one generation learned, another generation knew better, the next generation doesn't know. Usually how it goes. Right? A bit of healing.
Oh, I can hear my hands roar.
And I can. Buccaneer instead of a Japanese pirate. What are they called? KO something. Which, at least from what I've been told, translates to pirate. There we go. He's a little bit tougher than usual. At least he's not running. I need to get rid of that rapier. But I don't know if I can buy a battle axe and not do it. Too close. It'll take a while for me to learn how to do the pathing here. I haven't seen lightning or ice. I've noticed that too. Wonder if that'll be in this game, because I technically do have elements. Oh, they're kind of crude. Oh, you like that one? No one knows what she is, Nat. That's a beatnik, by the way. Me acting casual? Yeah, that kind of is how I see you. That's a blue pumpkin, or basically a beatnik. I love her. You can't tell her in dark mode, but she has a little beret on. A lady who really kind of saved my fucking life. I didn't know it, but she was a beatnik. Goes to show you that not all counterculture were hippies. We had an emergence of them back in the 90s. And I still remember her to this day. And that's kind of me honoring her to a certain degree. She was heavily into that. And I do kind of miss that style. Don't get me wrong, I like the 60s and 70s hippie look, but I like the 50s beatnik a little bit better. If it even works. Yeah, we're good. We'll give it to you since you're more of a frontline fighter. I'll be coming back here to dip my toe. We should add another one of these. I'm trying to get in contact with the Staining Nat. Because I actually wanted her to change this one. This is back when my brother was streaming, when he did this one. And that's because he always streamed at night and he was always tired. So that one's kind of more of a self-reflection. The one I wanted her to change, if you're wanting to see it, where is it here? Was this one right here, and I think it's some of her best work for our channel. It was the ripped one. I'll be right here. Alright, I don't know if I can equip Falchion. We're not here for that. Let's check black just in case I'm... Yeah, I'm seeing ice. And bolt. I was just a fool. I didn't remember seeing it. I just forgot. Let's get... oh, I barely have enough. No, come on. I'll get cleanse. I hope that it does what I think it does. Not too sad because later on I'll be making so much money I can buy all of this shit. But right now I'm kind of crunched. Back to the ogre grind. Oh, come on, don't hit Nermi. Why'd you hit Nermi? Alright, we can do this. I'm gonna stop by Cordelia and get a magic. Magic, but rest at the end to restore some of the magic here. So far, so good. I'm not sick, but I'm not well. We pop on in here. And we're popping back out. I got just enough time for one more battle, then I gotta call it quits. Start getting ready for work. I was wondering when you were gonna make an appearance. Everybody, I know they look like eyes, but to me they always look like side-facing jellyfish. I often wonder if that's canon, because I don't remember the artwork to these, the OG artwork, but I've always just seen sideways jellies. Welcome back, Nat. I got one more battle in me, then I gotta call it quits. Hopefully it's an ogre. Close enough. I'm gonna nuke this prick. Nah, well, I'll say that. Let's play it smart until that sounds good. Ah. Oh, I forgot to ask you, watch any good horror movies this month? It's been kind of slow for me. I've been wanting to watch it with 2 or 3 people, but they haven't really been, they've been doing too much. Come on. But I forgot some. It's not too bad. Like, one of my brother's friends staying over, and he wants to watch The Possession, or Amityville 2, The Possession. I'd like to just have a day of movie, just to chillax, as they would say. And just sit and watch a fucking good horror. Oh yeah, I'm definitely saving. I don't... Kinda got a weird thing going. And since you guys didn't hear the first part of the song, I will play it for you again. Since you guys just hear my voice. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to hit my master mute. But here's that song I was listening to. It's one of my favorites. It's the Overworld once again from Crystal Chronicles. Matt, thanks for having the conversation with me. I really do appreciate it. Sorry if I got a little weird. I get scatterbrained when I talk about Zelda. I don't really care for the direction it's headed, but I know at the same time they're going to have to experience what we did in the 2000s and just realize that sometimes Zelda just sucks. Life is meaningless? Not life isn't meaningless. You got to find your meaning. They're going to be given to you, no one's going to hand you a map, you got to burn your own path in life. God help you if you don't. A lot of people expect to find meaning, man. You got to go find it. You got to go find your meaningful thing. Sometimes it's a person, sometimes it's a status, and sometimes it's self-improvement. Let me see who I could write off to. Who's kicking Casual Tom is playing, but I don't know if he's in a tournament or not. Because all I see is just Mega Man. Let's see if I can find something. Slim pickings tonight. Nobody's playing Doom 3. Or Doom 2, sorry. People are parasites, plagues on the earth. Life is like a dark shadow. Nat, are you writing Gothic words again? Let's see if I can find something.
Yeah, I could.
I think I found somebody. He's playing A Link to the Past randomizer. It seems like a little okay joke. Alright everybody, I'm going to send you off to the Solar Bear. Respect him and his channel rules. Once again, Nat, I hope you like the new emotes. I hope you have a good night. We'll be trying to see you soon tomorrow. Take care. Catch you guys on the flip.